of a winter day, while the world outside is turning to gray. One stitch for the silence, one for the cold. A story of comfort that's never been told. The needles are clicking a rhythmic beat, from my shivering head to my frozen feet. Woolen sanctuary tonight, underneath the amber light. Layers of peace, soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. Wrapping the soul in a heavy knit, loving every single bit. The patterns are rising like mountains of white, shimmering soft in the middle of night. It's a shield from the wind and a shield from the storm, keeping the spirit so quiet and warm. The texture of home is a tactile grace in my favorite little place. Woodland sanctuary tonight, underneath the amber light. Layers of peace, soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. Wrapping the soul in a heavy knit, loving every single bit. It's more than just fabric, it's more than just thread. It's where all the winter dreams are fed. Knot by knot we find our way to the end of a long and frozen day. I'm sinking down deep in the oversized fold, safe from the secrets the winter has told. No need to hurry, no need to run, now that the daily work is done. Just the wool and just the breath, far away from the winter's death. Woolen sanctuary tonight, underneath the amber light. Layers of peace, soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. Wrapping the soul in a heavy knit, loving every single bit. Soft knit, layers of peace, tucking in.
Blue ink flowing from the tip, with a secret on my lip. Writing down the dreams I hold against the biting winter cold.
Indigo ink on paper tonight, underneath the lamp's warm light. Letters to the future me, deep and true, thinking of the things I'll do.
Scratching sound is a steady beat, making the silence feel complete. Every word is a step I take
For every single choice I make, I fold the pages and I seal the end. To my older self, a friend, hoping that you're happy there, without a heavy winter care. Ink is a bridge across the years, taking away the winter fears. A quiet sanctuary, a hidden space.
My favorite corner in this place.
Deep and true. Future me. Ink and paper. The morning sun is peeking through the blind, leaving all the darkness far behind. I feel the ice on the window pane, waiting for the world to wake again. A tiny drop is falling from the glass, watching the winter minutes pass. Melting frost on my warm cheeks today, watching the winter blues fade away. I'm skating on the very edge of sleep, in a dream that I'm gonna keep. Soft and blurry like a winter haze, lost inside these quiet frozen days. My eyes are heavy but my heart is light, floating through the remnants of the night.
The pillow feels like a cloud of snow. I'm not ready for the day to go, just a little longer in the dark,
waiting for a tiny morning spark. The world outside is starting to move in a slow and steady winter groove, but I'm staying in this golden line, where the frost and the morning sun entwine. Slide away, drift away so slow, where the icy rivers used to flow, in the space between the wake and dream. Life is but a silver frozen stream, skating on the edge, melting frost, drift away so slow. Don't wake me up, drift away so slow.
I hear the whistle through the frozen air, a lonely sound that's coming from nowhere. The iron wheels are crunching on the track, moving ahead and never looking back. Steam rising up like a winter ghost, passing every silent station post. The windows are foggy and the lights are dim, singing the traveler's evening hymn.
Midnight train in the falling snow, I wonder where all the travelers
out at the blurry white world, like a silver ribbon that's being unfurled. Tiny houses with their golden lights, disappearing in the winter nights. I'm sitting alone in the corner seat with the winter wind beneath my feet. Every mile is a memory of you and everything that I'm passing through. The city is far and the stars are near. The air is heavy with a quiet fear. Will I find you when the journey is done, under the light of the winter sun?
Keep moving, keep rolling on until the darkness of the night is gone. The tracks are a promise, the tracks are a line between your heart and the heart of mine.
Midnight train,
Distance in the snow,
rolling home. I hear the rumble from the bottom of the hill when the rest of the town is standing still. A yellow beacon in the sea of gray, washing the winter blues away. Escaping the asphalt, clearing the road, carrying a heavy winter load. Distant slow plow tonight, underneath the orange light. Flashing colors soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. Then I am with them in the frozen night. Everything is gonna be alright. Sparks are flying from the metal blade in the middle of the winter shade. A quiet hero of the midnight street, making the winter feel complete. I watch the light bounce off the glass, watching the winter shadows pass. Distant snow plow tonight, underneath the orange light. Flashing colors soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. And I own rhythm in the frozen night. as it turns the bend, like a message that a friend would send. The road is black and the road is clear. Chase it away, the winter fear. Just the engine and just the beat of the city beneath the frozen sheet. Distance so loud at night, underneath the orange light. Flashing colors soft and deep, while the rest of the world is sleeping. Iron rhythm in the frozen night. Everything is gonna be alright. Snow cloud, orange light, moving on.
The flames are low and the wood is red, while the winter dreams are fed. I sit on the rug with my eyes half closed, in the place that I love the most.
The slow heart tonight, in the middle of the winter light, embered and soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep.
Golden sparks in the chimney flue, thinking of the things I'll do. A quiet rhythm and a quiet heat, making the winter feel complete.
The slow heart tonight, in the middle of the winter light, embered and soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep.
Fire is a teacher, fire is a soul, making the broken pieces whole. Find the warmth and find the light through the middle of the night.
I watch the shadows on the ceiling high, underneath the velvet sky, safe and sound in the orange glow, above the hills of fallen snow.
Slow heart, ember dance fading out. see the hunter and I see the bear, magic blooming everywhere, trapped in the frozen silver sheet, right beneath my tired feet. It's a window to the deep and wide, nowhere for the light to hide. Starry eyes tonight in the cold and ancient light, galactic reflections, soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep, walking on stars and walking on dreams, floating on the milky streams. Is it the sky or is it the ground, without making any single sound? The universe is a steady home, no matter where we choose to roam. I lie on the ice and I look above, thinking of the things that I love, a tiny speck in a giant sea, of everything that is meant to be. The ice is humming a low dark note, like a song that the winter wrote. Starry eyes tonight in the cold and ancient light, galactic reflections, soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep, walking on stars and walking on dreams, floating on the milky streams. Galactic eyes, starry deep. Fading out.
Purple haze above the street, out the Nifia glow bright, painting colors in the night, headphones on, the world is gone, waiting for the early dawn. Walking through the city lights, in the middle of the night, no one's calling, I am free, just the moonlight and me, floating through the avenue. Reflecting in the window pane, after hours in the rain, echoes of the distant train, washing out the daily pain. Steps are light and soul is wide, with the shadows on my side. Every corner tells a tale, through the mist and through the veil. Heart is beating calm and fast, leaving all the ghosts at last. The city whispers soft and low, telling me which way to go. Walking through the city lights, in the middle of the The house is quiet, only me and the tea that's brewing free. I open up a world of words, flying like the winter birds. Outside the sky is heavy gray on this quiet snowy day. Reading lines and finding peace while the winter winds increase. Lost inside a story's hold, brave against the winter cold. Every chapter is a gate to a different kind of fate. I am traveling in my chair through the magic in the air. Let the ink just lead the way into another kind of day. Counting pages one by one. Now the day is almost done. Shadows stretching on the floor. I don't need to ask for more. Just the silence and the book in my favorite little nook. Reading lines and finding peace while the winter winds increase. Lost inside a story's hold, brave against the winter cold. One more page before I sleep. Pale and round in the velvet sea, the moon is looking down at me. A silver pearl in a box of black. There is no turning the evening back. The moon is a pearl, cold and bright, shining through the winter night, illuminating the falling snow with a soft and holy glow. My heart is heavy, my heart is deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. I tell my secrets to the sky, watching the winter clouds go by. No one hears the words I say as the moonlight leads the way through the forest of the mind, leaving all the fears behind. Beauty in the lonely night, beauty in the silver light. Let the moon wash over you. Everything is deep and true. Silver pearl, holy glow. Moonlight. I gathered the green from the frozen tree to make a little bit of magic for me. The scent of the forest in a ceramic cup. Before the yellow sun comes up, the water turns to a pale thin gold, keeping away the winter cold. Pine needle tea tonight in the soft and filtered light. Forest elixir soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. A bitter warmth and a resin soul, making the broken pieces
pieces whole. Like the mountain and taste like the wind, where the winter stories begin. I feel the power of the ancient pine flowing through this heart of mine. A quiet ritual in the early hour, finding the winter's hidden power. Pine needle tea tonight in the soft and filtered light. Forest elixir soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. A bitter warmth and a resin soul, making the broken pieces whole. Nature is a pharmacy, nature is a friend, until the winter night will end. Drink the forest and drink the light in the middle of the I am safe and sound in the evergreen, in the places where I've never been. Just the needles and just the flow above the hills of fallen snow. Pine needle tea tonight in the soft and filtered light. Forest elixir soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. A bitter warmth and a resin soul, making the broken pieces whole. Forest tea, pine elixir, green wood. The silver light is a sharp, cold knife, cutting through the winter light. It paints the floor in a black and white. In the middle of the winter night, I see the angle and I see the line. In a world that is so divine, shadow of the moon tonight, in the cold and ancient light. Lunar geometry soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. A map of the darkness on the wooden floor, coming from the open door. Oh, oh, oh. The trees are giants with 100 hands, standing in the frozen lands. Their shadows are reaching for the kitchen wall, answering the winter's call. It's a silent theater of the gray and blue, thinking of the things I'll do. Shadow of the moon tonight, in the cold and ancient light. Lunar geometry soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. A map of the darkness on the wooden floor, coming from the open door. The moon is a mirror of the silent sun. Now that the daily work is done, reflect the beauty and reflect the cold in a story that is brave and bold. tiny silver spark. I am a shadow in a world of light, shimmering in the middle of night. Just the moon and just the flow above the hills of falling snow. Shadow of the moon tonight, in the cold and ancient light. Lunar geometry soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. A map of the darkness on the wooden floor, coming from the open door. Oh, lunar shadow, oh, moon geometry night. The street lamps are glowing in the halo of mist, a world that the winter sun has missed. The flakes are falling large and slow, covering the city in a velvet glow. No more sirens and no more cars, underneath the light of the hidden stars. The pavement is a carpet of silver and gray at the end of a long and weary day. Midnight snowfall, silent city streets, where the winter and the pavement meets. Everything is quiet, everything is still, like the valley and the frozen hill. It's a city dream, it's a urban peace, waiting for the winter's cold release. My shadow is a ghost on the white brick wall, watching how the heavy shadows fall. The buildings are giants in the hazy light, holding the remnants of the night. I'm the only one awake to see this world of urban mystery. Not a single footprint on the ground, not a single familiar sound. Breathe like a cloud in the frozen air, finding the magic that's everywhere. The traffic lights are blinking red and green, the most peaceful sight I've ever seen. No cars, no noise, just the white, guiding me through the longest night. Between the towers and the empty sky, watching as the winter clouds go by. Silent city. Midnight snow. Peace in the dark. Sleeping in a pool of light, a giant moon in the middle of the night. No more shadows, only silver glow, reflecting off the deep and heavy snow. I stand alone in the center of the field, watching how the winter secrets yield. The air is frozen, the air is perfectly still, looking past the edge of the lonely hill. Midnight moonlight on the winter snow. watching where the silver spirits go. Everything is quiet, everything is bright in the middle of the crystal night. A silver glow across the frozen land, held inside the palm of winter's hand. Finding peace in the cold and the dark, waiting for a tiny morning spark. My shadow is a ghost upon the white, walking through the diamonds of the night. Every breath I take is a silver cloud, in a world that doesn't talk out loud. The stars are distant, the stars are cold and clear. Nothing left for me to doubt or fear. Just the rhythm of the moon and the tide, with nowhere left for the heart to hide. The fence is covered in a lace of frost, remembering the past that we have lost. But tonight the world is new and clean, the most beautiful sight I've ever seen. Silver world, silver soul, making every broken pieces whole. Underneath the moon I find my way, better than the light of any day. Midnight moonlight, silver glow, winter peace,
From my window I can see a city in a white degree, row by row underneath a winter glow. Smoke is rising from the flues, painting away the city blues. Oh, the rooftops in the white, shining in the winter light. Everyone is safe and warm inside from the winter storm. Cats are watching from the sills, while the winter breeze fulfills every promise of the night, turning everything to bright. I am lucky to be here with the things I hold so dear. If I could jump from roof to roof, I would find the final proof that the world is good and kind, leaving all that behind. Just the snow and just the peace, let the winter never cease. Oh, the rooftops in the white, shining in the winter light. Everyone is safe and warm inside from the winter storm. City of white, rooftops at night.
Ducking behind the garden wall, watching all the snowballs fall. You miss me by a tiny inch, don't you
forts and icy towers, spending all our winter hours. Let the white just fly away in a quiet, magic way. If I could win this little game, I would have a winter name. King of mountains, king of white, in the middle of the light. Every hit a memory of how we used to truly be. Snowball fight and winter fun, chasing down the setting sun. We are young and we are free, are free beneath the cedar tree. Victory is white until the night. The clouds are heavy and the sky is low, bringing the secrets of the Arctic snow. It travels down from the frozen pole, looking for a tired and lonely soul. It whistles through the cracks of the door, dancing across the wooden floor. North wind lullaby, singing so sweet, covering the world in a silver sheet. Song of the Arctic breeze, so cold, a story of the winter being told. Close your eyes and let it wash away the heavy dust of a weary day. The heavy dust of a weary day. The trees are bowing to the winter king, while the frozen birds refuse to sing. It carries the scent of the distant sea and the ancient ice of history. Wrap your coat and wrap your mind, leaving all the summer days behind. I feel the chill sink into the bone in this world where I am all alone. But the wind is a friend I've always known, in the seeds that the winter has sown. Fly away on the wings of the frost, finding the things that we thought were lost. In the middle of the winter storm, keeping the secret fire warm. Arctic breeze, lullaby for the snow. Sleep now. The sun hasn't hit the cobblestone, but I am never quite alone. The vendors are setting the tables high underneath a purple sky. The scent of bread and the scent of tea is the only world for me. Silent morning market tonight, in the early winter light, steam from the stalls soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. Visible breath in the freezing air, magic blooming everywhere. A mountain of apples, a crate of pears. Nobody worries and nobody cares. We're all just moving through the mist by the winter morning kiss. Silver coins in a woolly glove, finding the things that we really love. Silent morning market tonight, in the early winter light, steam from the stalls soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. Visible breath in the freezing air, magic blooming everywhere. A quiet community of the cold, stories of the young and old. We share the warmth of a paper cup before the yellow sun comes up. I walk the aisles and I see the faces from 1,000 different places. All of us huddling in the white, shimmering in the morning light, a rimming hum of the daily life, far away from the winter strife. Silent morning market tonight, in the early winter light, steam from the stalls soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. Visible breath in the freezing air, magic blooming everywhere. Morning steam, market life, bread and tea. The tiles are cold, but the water is hot. Given everything that I have got, a cloud of jasmine and a cloud of tea, floating in the luxury. I see my ghost on the silver glass, watching the winter shadows pass. Steam on the mirror tonight, in the soft and yellow light. Bath water echoes soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. A warm ocean in a ceramic room, breaking through the winter gloom. My muscles relax and my mind is clear, chasing away the winter fear. The outside world is a frozen wall. winter days. A temporary art on a temporary wall, answering the winter's call. Just the heat and just the flow, everything we used to know. Steam on the mirror tonight, in the soft and yellow light. Bath water echoes soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. A warm ocean in a ceramic room, breaking through the winter gloom. Mirror steam, water echoes. Tiny marshmallows in a ceramic sea. This is the perfect place for me. Dark chocolate and a hint of cream, floating on a sugary dream. Midnight cocoa, warm and sweet, feeling the magic from head to feet. A velvet hug in a heavy mug, safe in my corner, safe and snug. The clock is ticking on the wall, I don't mind the shadows at all. The steam is dancing in the air, taking away every single care. Outside the wind is cold and sharp, playing the trees like a lonely heart. But here it's sweet and here it's gold, keeping us away from the biting cold. A little taste of happiness in the middle of the winter stress. Just one sip and I close my eyes underneath the midnight sky. Warm and sweet, safe and snug. Midnight cocoa. The sky is a deep and indigo blue, thinking of the things we knew. Long shadows on the garden wall, watching the winter darkness fall. In the indigo garden, the stars are bright, lighting up the frozen night. Everything is calm and still, over the valley and over the hill. The flowers are sleeping under the snow, waiting for the sun to show. But for now the moon is king of every quiet winter thing. I walk among the frozen trees, feeling the bite of the evening breeze. The world a color too. Deepest indigo and blue. Let the evening wrap you tight in the middle of the night. Indigo garden, calm and still. Night is here. The lamp is off and the world is white. There's nowhere left for me to hide, but in the velvet of the pillowcase, in my favorite little place. The cotton is cool and the cotton is kind, leaving the noisy world behind. Velvet pillow thoughts tonight. In the middle of the winter light, soft linen dreams, soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep, sinking down into the white and gray at the end of a winter day. I hear my heart in the silent room, breaking through the winter gloom. The duvet is a cloud on a frozen sea, keeping the secrets just for me. Every breath is a ripping flow above the hills of fallen snow. Velvet pillow thoughts tonight. In the middle of the winter light, soft linen dreams, soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep, sinking down into the white and gray at the end of a winter day. Gravity is a gentle friend until the winter night will end. Close your eyes and let it go into the world you used to know. The stars are watching through the blind, leaving the heavy thoughts behind. I am a drifter in a sea of sleep, with a promise that I meant to keep. Just the fabric and just the breath, far away from the winter's death. Velvet pillow thoughts tonight. In the middle of the winter light, soft linen dreams, soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep, sinking down into the white and gray at the end of a winter day.
the yellow light. My breath is a ghost in the middle of the night. No one's around, just the shadows and me, and the skeleton branches of an old oak tree. My boots make a crunch on the frozen path, escaping the city and its busy wrath. A midnight stroll in the winter park, finding the beauty hidden in the dark. And there she is, a winter rose so red, sleeping in a frozen garden bed. Beauty that survives a biting frost, a memory that will never be lost. The red petals are dusted with white, a lonely queen in the dead of the night. She doesn't need the sun to hold her grace in this cold and silent empty space. She teaches me how to stand so strong, even when the winter feels too long. The North Star is watching from the sky while the silver clouds go drifting by. I take a deep breath of the freezing air, finding the magic that's everywhere. Swings in a wooden box while the winter wind knocks and knocks. Every second is a heavy grain, washing away the winter pain. Time is moving like a frozen stream in the middle of a winter dream. Asleep, measuring the silence and the rest in the way that it knows best. The hands are gold and the face is white, shimmering in the afternoon light. I count the hours and I count the days through the winter's frozen haze. Nothing is hurried and nothing is fast, knowing that the moments last. Old clock ticking tonight in the final winter light, when a slow pace soft and deep while the rest of the world's asleep, measuring the silence and the rest in the way that it knows best. The circle of life on a silver dial, making me stop for a little while. Treasure the center, treasure the soul, making the broken pieces whole.
I sit in the chair and I watch the time in the winter's quiet prime. The world is waiting for the spring to come underneath the winter's thumb. But for now the rhythm is just right through the middle of the night.
Two chairs and a sheet and a heavy throw, safe from the world of the fallen snow. I'm building a castle on the living room floor, behind the safety of the wooden door. A secret kingdom in the fabric shade, in the middle of the winter glade. Wool blanket for tonight, underneath the flashlight light. Childhood winter soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. A tiny sanctuary of fluff and fold, keeping away the winter cold. I have my books and I have my snacks, far away from the winter tracks. The shadows are long on the ceiling high, underneath the heavy winter sky. It feels like I'm miles from the nearest street, making the winter feel complete. Ooh, blanket for tonight, underneath the flashlight light. Childhood winter soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. A tiny sanctuary of fluff and fold, keeping away the winter cold. We never grow up, we just grow tall, behind the fabric of the wall. Find the magic and find the play at the end of a winter day. I lie on my back and I look at the roof of a world that is winter-proof. I am the king of the wool and the thread, where the winter dreams are fed. Just the blanket and just the beat of the heart beneath the heavy sheet. Wool blanket for tonight, underneath the flashlight light. Childhood winter soft and deep, while the rest of the world's asleep. A tiny sanctuary of fluff and fold, keeping away the winter cold. Fabric castle, blanket fort, peace.